The CDC announcing guidance for what vaccinated Americans can safely do. Per the new guidelines, fully vaccinated people can visit with other vaccinated people without masks, visit with an unvaccinated person with low risk of a serious illness without masks, and they do not have to quarantine if they've been in close contact with someone with COVID. Let's bring in infectious disease specialist Dr. Todd Ellerin for more on this now. Dr. Ellerin, first of all, what do you think about these new guidelines? Any surprises here?
Diane, I think this is great news. This is really a roadmap when you think of it. The first part of one that's going to get us to more personal, social, and really financial freedoms. I agree with it completely. I think the director really came up with something that's guarded, but yet a road to the right direction.
Do you think the guidance will change at all as more and more people get vaccinated?
I do. The more of us that get vaccinated, the more we're going to be able to congregate with, more families that are vaccinated and even, healthy unvaccinated people. And, it's going to go in the right direction. We didn't hear about travel guidance, which would be nice, but I think that's going to come in the future as well.
Now, the U.S. hit a record number of 2.9 million vaccines administered on Saturday. If we stay at that pace or improve it going forward, do we have enough supply to keep up?
Right. I mean, that is a problem, Diane, over the next few months, because remember, Johnson & Johnson is still trying to ramp up their amount of vaccines. So still the majority of vaccines are coming from Pfizer and Moderna. So at this pace, and because we need to get second doses within 3 to 4 weeks of that first dose, we are going to probably hear about some delays. There's still going to be bumps in the road. But the bottom line is we're going in the right direction, and more Americans every day are getting vaccinated. And, I really think we're going to see good things in the future as far as, ramping down the virus.
And I want to hit you with some viewer questions that I got on Twitter. The first one is, how do we know that the deaths being counted are people dying of COVID, not just people dying with COVID?
So that's a really good question, and I don't want to, oversimplify it. The answer truly is there's some subtleties. For instance, you could have a mild or moderate COVID infection, and then you could have a complication where you get a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot to the lung. You could die of that. You could imagine that death certificate could say pulmonary embolism as the first cause or COVID-19. We know that COVID-19 is a cause. So the answer is we think that most of the time COVID-19 is the cause of death when it's being listed, but there are some nuances here. So, reporting is not always 100%.
And we've seen this chart, I think it was in the New York Times, and we just had it up on the screen a little while ago, that showed excess deaths, and that sort of tells a stark story there. Can you explain that?
Well, basically, remember, we're still seeing 2,000 deaths a day. That's still the leading cause of death in the United States. There is no question about that. So while there always could be a little bit of underreporting or overreporting the cause, we know that there's no question COVID-19 right now is killing more lives every day than heart attacks, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. So, I think that we have to focus right now that we have something very real that we have to tackle. And not only is more and more vaccinations important, but still masking, distancing when we're in public is still key, whether we're vaccinated or not.
And the other viewer question I got is there such a thing as a COVID relapse?
We're getting some tough questions today, Diane. These are. So the answer is there is. So remember, there's recurrence. Recurrence is I've been infected with one form of COVID-19 and I get reinfected by another. We know that happens, but it's rare. Relapse means I've been infected with COVID-19. Perhaps my symptoms have improved, but then a few weeks later, I get more symptoms from that same virus, not a different virus. It can occur. We do see it. It's more concerning if you're immunocompromised. Let's say you're getting chemotherapy where your immune system is not able to be ramped up, and then you can lose control of virus. So the answer is you can see both relapses and recurrences, but both are generally rare. Most people who recover from COVID-19 recover completely.
Dr. Ellerin, they're tough questions, but we appreciate you breaking them down for us. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.